come on.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Okay, it's topic of the week time. Woohoo! So it's a few more weeks until Shannon's book comes out, y'all. I hope you guys are excited and pre-ordering and looking forward to it. Laid, in case you don't know.
Comes out October. Fizzers, holla! Mark it on your calendars and circle it. And to celebrate, we have another sexually based question that comes from my mama and my daddy. They actually asked me as a result of the book, in terms of sex ed, what did I like that they did and what do I wish they did a little differently? So me and Andrea remixed that question into, how did your parents have the talk with you and what do you wish they would have included in the talk now that you know what you know?
I can't remember the exact conversation I had with my mom about sex, but I just know I've always had a very open relationship with my mom. So I can remember from a young age, you know, I'd come home and it would be like, hey, what did your day go like? And I'd be like, yeah, you know, at recess we did this, da 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 da. And then Sabrina and Jermaine were kissing behind the portable. Like, I would just volunteer that information to my mom. So I've always been very open with her. And I think just having that relationship, you know, when it came to sex and that type of stuff, there was no real mystery. There was nothing she really had to explain because we kind of talked about everything all the time.
When I was in grade 4, my parents explained to me sex and stuff, you know, how it works. They had this big giant book and it had a woman and a man that said penis, vagina. I got that. So just the basics of it. And then when I was in grade 8 again, because sex became more part of your life, you know, the questions you were having and what your peers were talking about, they said, you know what, they gave us a more in-depth explanation and they said, if you have any questions, ask us. And they stressed two things. They stressed love to us and they stressed protection.
I can remember to the day that like she explained how to use a condom to my brother and I. And as weird as that sounds, it actually wasn't weird. It actually was not like this weird, uncomfortable thing. It was like normal. I don't know why. My brother and my mom and I have always been really close, good relationship. We just talk about everything. And my mom explaining to us how to use a condom and what a condom is used for, I was like, no biggie. If there's anything I wish she would have done differently, I don't really think so. I think, you know, my mom explained sex to me like normal conversation. There was no sit down like, okay, let's cover the birds and the bees. There was none of that. It was just out there for you to know, you know, just whenever was clever.
And not until I was about 15 or 16 did it become really a part of my life. And then by that time, there was definitely a lot of things that I wish they would have told me about. The very first and foremost one is anatomy. Just explaining exactly how the female body works, because it's not as straightforward as vagina and penis. There's parts, and there are definite parts for a girl you have to know about that you may not know about that can make a huge difference in how you view yourself. It can make a difference in terms of what you expect out of sex. So I think I sought out the porn experience, which doesn't necessarily exist for girls, and that could have been avoided just by them sitting me down and explaining that stuff to me. You know, give me more of a straight, real-world approach to it, and basically explain to me that you have to own your sexuality. I have to decide what kind of sex life I want and pursue it, and be very strong with people about it. Be more confident. You know, the more knowledge you have, the more confidence you have. And I felt like I was definitely a follower in the sexual category as opposed to being the girl who was like calling the shots.
I used to wish I had like an older sister or something to kind of break down experiences to me, more say, because, you know, you can't, that's one thing I don't always talk to my mom about, is like your emotions behind the things you do. You know, it's kind of hard to explain to your mom at 16 why having a crush on this boy is life and death. You know, it's kind of hard because you're just not there with you. My group of friends is who I also learned a lot of my sexual experiences, you know, how I learned things was through them. Because we were all very open, we talked to each other about what happened and what this person did and what this person said and all those kinds of things. So from their experiences mixed with my experiences, I feel like I know everything. So yeah, I'm pretty good on how I learnt about sex.
Those are the two things I wish they would have done. Anatomy, I also wish they would have given me more of a self-empowering attitude where I felt like I was in control. Because when you're in control of something, you're likely to make decisions that are going to reflect well on you. And I definitely was not making the right decisions for myself. That being said though, they did have a very open attitude towards it. They said I could talk to them whenever I wanted to. And it's just really hard to talk to your parents because you want to seem perfect in their eyes.